Hello my TVDs, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a video I haven't really done on my channel before, but the idea that I had behind it was 5 drugstore products that I think are really good and 5 of them that I think you should pass on. So these are 5 products that I picked that have come out pretty recently and I think are totally worth the buy. I stand behind and I've used a ton. I know whenever I'm at the drugstore, I'm kind of like moseying through the aisles and I'm like, I don't really know what products are good or have good ratings because the marketing is trying to emphasize how good this product is, and it's like 7 times the lash length and 8 times this and make your skin 10,000% more hydrated and whatever. Like there's all these claims that are on the aisles and you don't really know if they perform well. Well, I'm here to show you 5 products that do perform really well and do live up to the hype. So I'm gonna start with the products that I do really love and recommend from the drugstore, and then we'll finish with the 5 duds. The first product is this Milani Silky Matte Sunkissed Bronzer. This is so good. If you have fair skin, if you are pale like me, this is what the shade looks like. It is perfect for contouring, for bronzing. It's that perfect ashy tone that's not too warm and it's not gonna make your skin look overly orange or gray, or it doesn't have any of that weird undertone in it. At least on my skin, it does feel a little bit more matte and like dry as far as the formula goes. That is the color of the bronzer on my hand. You can blend this so easily onto your skin. It's not one of those bronzers that's gonna be so pigmented and you like went overboard and you can't fix it. It's not that. You can put your brush in, apply it. It is buildable. It's not going to give you too much pigment, but it is also, really good for beginners and people that are, very versed in the makeup world. The pan is huge. I mean, I'm never gonna go through this. It is for my skin tone and for my skin type, it's the perfect bronzer for me. It's probably one of the best like drugstore bronzers that I've found, and I cannot get enough of it. So that's the first product I would highly recommend, especially if you are a pale princess like myself. Second product I would recommend, oh my gosh, probably over all of these. Like this is number 1 of the products that I recommend. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I can recommend this to pretty much any skin type because it will most likely work for you. So this is a fresh looking foundation. It has a little bit more of a natural satin finish, but it doesn't make me greasy. It doesn't make me oily. It doesn't emphasize texture. It goes on so silky smooth. It minimizes your pores. It makes your skin look smooth. Like everything that you would ever want in a foundation to make your skin look good is in this little bottle. It is a glass bottle. It has a pump. So I feel like L'Oreal really stepped up their game with their packaging and wanting to match the high-end packaging of foundations a little bit more than just like a squeeze tube. There are so many shades in this range. I cannot find anything negative to say about this foundation. It's super long wearing. It just looks so flattering on my skin and on any skin type. I know so many people here on YouTube that have dry skin that love this foundation. I know people that have really oily skin like myself that love this foundation. You cannot go wrong. The price is so affordable. If I would recommend a overall all skin type of foundation from the drugstore, it would for sure be this. And I wear it all the time. I can't get enough of it. All right, next is from e.l.f. It's so gross, guys. Look at the cap. Don't look. This is the 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I have the shade Light Sand. This is, I think, the best concealer at the drugstore. It's so good. It has a big doe foot, kind of like the Chart. Wow. Thinking back to Along Came Polly. Okay, this has a very big doe foot applicator, just like the Tarte Shape Tape does. It has almost the same coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape does. This is more of a mattifying concealer, so it works really well for people that have oily or combination skin. I don't know how it would work. You can apply so little of this and have it be so full coverage. It blends out so easily. It doesn't crease on me. It's so cheap. Like e.l.f. just really blew it out of the park with this concealer, and I think that nothing at the drugstore has come close to this. So if you're looking at buying this and you're like in Target or whatever, and you're like, I wonder if that's any good. Yes, it's good. You should buy it. Next product is from Catrice. This is the Hydrating Prime and Care Spray. This I got more recently. It's like $7.99 or something, so it's still pretty affordable. I think you have to go to Ulta though. You can't go and get it at like Walgreens or Target. This is a really, really good hydrating spray. If you are someone like me that really likes a refreshing spray, like as a primer, you would really like this. It hydrates, it like calms down and soothes my skin because it has aloe in it that's supposed to help calm your skin. So if you have like breakouts or whatever going on, this can help soothe that. And I just like, it's such a good option for a before makeup hydrating spray that's at the drugstore, and there's nothing else that I have seen that like comes close to this. I don't know, I just cannot find anything else like this at the drugstore that works, has a good spray, and actually hydrates my skin and helps it like get ready for makeup. Everything else, just like all the other sprays I've tried from the drugstore, don't really do anything in my opinion, but this one totally does. And there's another version. This one's a hydrating one. I think they have another version that does something different, that has some different ingredients in it, but this is so good and it's so affordable. Last product I'd recommend from the drugstore is this CoverGirl True Naked Queenship Shadow Stick. I have the shade 900 Prima Donna. This works so well as an eyeshadow base, okay? So it is a very neutral shade and it blends out so well. When I first applied it, I thought it was a little dry, but I think there was just like some kind of film or something on it where you had to get past that first layer, and now it blends out fine. I use this when I use eyeshadow and when I don't use eyeshadow. This is really good if you're someone that wants a little bit of coverage and not apply any eyeshadow on top of it. You just set it down and you're good to go. This also works just as good if you are using it as an eyeshadow base. I apply it the same way as I would if I wasn't wearing any eyeshadow. I'd apply it, you know, spread it out with my finger, put some powder to set it down, and then I go in with my eyeshadows, and this just does such a good job. It's so pigmented. It's the closest thing I'm ever gonna find to the NARS tinted eyeshadow base at the drugstore, and I know they have other shades, so if you want this more as a cream shadow on its own rather than something you keep underneath your eyeshadow, then I know they have a lot more shades than just this one. Okay, on to the duds. These are products I don't think are worth it. I don't understand why they have them. Like, why do these exist? I don't know, because they're not good. The first product is this. This is the Flower Beauty 3-in-1. I'm making up so many words in this video. This is the Flower Beauty 3-in-1 Beauty Sponge. I don't like this. I know so many people like it and like rave about it, and I cannot get on board. This is so hard. Even when you put it underwater and it like triples the size, it gets so ginormous, it's still hard. It hurts as you're applying this to your skin. And then this tip is a joke to me, okay? I get that there's a flat end and you're supposed to be able to like, you know, blend in your concealer, but this holds nothing compared to the Beauty Blender. This tip is not defined enough that you can really get into the corner of your eye and blend out that concealer. And that is half of the reason why I use the Beauty Blender, because I love how it blends out my concealer underneath my eye. I can't use this for that. I also feel like when I'm blending out my foundation, this almost picks up the product. Like, I don't understand. It's just not a good experience when I use this sponge. I had such high hopes because I had heard such good things about it, but I would pass. I would definitely either go for a Beauty Blender or like just something else, maybe like the Morphe sponge. I really do like the Morphe sponge that they have. Just not this. Pick something different because I can't get it to work for my skin. Next product is a highlighter from Makeup Revolution. This has like rubbed off the front. It didn't stay very long. This is a highlighter. Can't tell you really what it is. Oh, it's on the back. Vivid Baked Highlighter Powder in the shade Radiant Lights. I don't know if they even have this anymore. Like, I know that Makeup Revolution releases products and then takes them away. They're kind of like a dupe brand where they try and copy other higher end brands and like some of the products that they have and put it at a more affordable price. But this guy just didn't cut it for me. I am not someone who likes very powdery highlights. This is the most powdery highlight ever. I have such a hard time building this up. Like, look how powdery that is. When I put it on the back of my hand, it's just, It's not metallic and pretty and smooth looking. It almost like emphasizes texture, and it's not very vibrant. It looks like you can easily just blend this out into nothing. Like it just goes away so fast. It's too powdery for me. The shade is also kind of weird because it's this icy white pink shade that doesn't look super flattering on my skin tone. I don't think I'm fair enough for this to look flattering, but it just like, it blends away so fast and you're just like, it looks like there's powder right here on your cheek, not a pretty metallic highlight. I will show you what I would prefer instead. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Multi-Stick. I don't know if they have this, but any of like the multi-stick glow sticks that Wet n Wild has, I'd recommend over this. This is roughly the same tone as that one is, and it's a cream highlight. This goes on so much better. Can you see the difference? Like even when you blend this out, it doesn't look super powdery. It doesn't look super unflattering on the skin. It is metallic. It stays on your face. It's just a much better option than this highlight. Next product is this Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer. I haven't used this in so many years. It's probably not good anymore. One thing I don't like about it is the applicator. Like no concealers come like this anymore. It's not easy to use. This concealer is so thick that it's really hard to blend on the skin. That's what it looks like right there. I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. I think that it has pretty decent coverage. I'm just not a fan of the formula. It almost makes my eyes look heavy and aged because it's so thick. So I would pass on that. Definitely go for the e.l.f. Camo Concealer or the L'Oreal Full Wear Concealer. That's way better than this. There's a reason why no one talks about this because it's just not good. All right, this is from NYX. This is the Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Cottage Cheese. I got this so long ago because I thought that it was like all the rage. I was like, I want a white or a nude eyeliner for my waterline, and this was all the rage. And now I'm like, why? So this is what it looks like. It is weird and metallic. When I try and put this on my waterline, it doesn't come off. I mean, it comes off like on my hand. Even then, it doesn't necessarily look really flattering. It's just kind of a weird shade for your waterline. I prefer something that's matte if I'm gonna have like a white or a nude shade. This doesn't stick to my waterline. I don't put liner underneath. I'm someone that puts it in the waterline. Why would I use this if it doesn't stick to my waterline? It's to the point where I try so hard to like get it in my waterline, then my eye starts watering and then my whole look goes to shit. Like it's just not good. So this one I would definitely pass on. There's way better liners at the drugstore. I really like the Maybelline waterproof gel liners. Those are really good. That Taylor just did a video where she recommended the LA Girl, I think it was like the gel pencils or something like that, but there's just so many other really good liners that will stick to your waterline and stay all day that are affordable. Don't use that one. Last product is from e.l.f. I was really disappointed with this product. I don't get it. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil. I have the shade Natural Brown. So it looks like this. The spoolie is so large and not very soft, so I never like to use the spoolie for that reason. And then on this side, this is what I really hate about it. Look how thick that is. How in the world am I supposed to do my eyebrows with something that's this thick? I don't get it. I can't like draw a really nice sharp line. It's just, for me, it's not even about the formula of this. It's about how wide the little pencil is. Because the formula is not horrible. It's a little drier than I'm used to. That's what the shade looks like right there. But I cannot get on board with how thick this pencil is. It doesn't allow for me to be able to make sharp lines on my brows, and it looks really messy and like almost like I screwed up and I had to like smudge it to fix it. That's how this looks. It's just not easy to work with. There's other cheaper brow products out there that work better. I would recommend the CoverGirl one that I compared to the Anastasia Brow Wiz a few weeks ago. That one is super good. I've been really enjoying that. It's just not worth it. Like even though it's so inexpensive, pick a better option. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. If you want me to do this type of video, but for high-end products, let me know down in the comments, because I can pick like 5 high-end products that I really love and I do think are worth it, and 5 of them that you should just avoid. And especially when you get into the high-end price point, you really want it to be worth it. Let's be real, you can find most things at the drugstore that you could find at a high-end price point that's just as good. But when you're getting into the high-end price point, you're really investing in your makeup. You want it to be good. So I'd love to share my recommendations with you guys, and also products that you should just keep walking and go find different products. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.